Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 now. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth down, so Jake Camardo is out there. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's my 46.
From the 29, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
47.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Prescott. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Here we go 47. Here we go 47.
Now Prescott on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've caught plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He's got a man. Complete. And touchdown. A great play there. 87 yards.
And the Orbits get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and goal from inside the 5. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second and 11.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
How don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Darnay Holmes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
He'll drop to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On play action, they'll throw. wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Fournette, a 1st down carry.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Up the gut, Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On third down, Fournette. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll look to throw. He'll find Fournette again here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Pressure kick, and I thought he was going to hit it. I thought we were destined for overtime, but not the case.
Not at all. And they were already planning for the overtime you just mentioned, already saying, okay, what are we going to do if we get the ball? What happens on defense? Instead of that celebration and that little bit of euphoria, it turned into letdown city.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Cowboys, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Orlando, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.